Okay, so for episode 6 of Taurus Trophy, we are now going to do the junior license, because I figured that would be the next logical step. And yes, I have now decided to change bikes as well, and I think whilst I'm at it I might as well change my riding gear as well, because I figured, well, you know, why the fuck not? I have new helmets now, so I might as well, you know, give them some sense of diversity whilst I'm at it, and therefore make it more interesting. Okay, and now... yeah, sure, why not, that'll work. Yeah, I think that's okay. Wonder what there is in the other ones. I'm just looking to see what there is, that's all I'm really doing here. Okay, well, not really much. Yeah, more or less the same as before. Yeah, I'll go with the setup I went along with before. Okay, anyway. On now to the junior license, where we have got 10 tests again, and this time we are just riding more powerful bikes in general, instead of the lesser powerful bikes that we were riding before. As we begin with the Aprilia RSV 1000R, and these are all the others that we're using. Anyway, we begin at Tsukuba for Braking Basics 3, and by this time we are braking not on a straightaway, but this time we are braking through a corner. And here is your description. You can obviously read it at your own pace at any time, and the machine you will be using in this test is an Aprilia RSV 1000R factory. Alright, let's go. And we'll see how we go. Hopefully we can do well. And for our first attempt, we are almost half a second off. Okay. Let's see if we can manage to go better than we did before. Have I got it this time? Yes, I do. I almost fell off to get it, but I did manage to get it this time. By 0.03 of a second, I succeeded. Alrighty. First test down, and still 9 tests to go. Let's now move on to test number 2. And we'll see how we go. Alright, as this time we are at El Capitan, and where the bike we are riding this time is, I think, a Suzuki, is it? Yeah, Suzuki GSX 1100S Katana Final Edition from 2000. Let's see how we go here. And so far, not very well. I've got a shit ton of time to gain. Okay, we're doing good so far. Are we gonna do good enough? Yes, we are. Got there eventually. I'd say that probably took me at least a dozen tries to get there, but I'm so glad we made it eventually. Still, I gotta say, that was pretty crazy, and there were certain things I had to do in terms of risks for me to eventually get it nailed, even though I was partly helped by the demonstration, but again, I kind of had to do that. Oh god. This is going to be a confusing one, because we have to go whichever direction the arrow points us towards. And if we miss where the arrow takes us, then we basically fail. We need to follow wherever the arrow takes us in order to pass. And we are using a Honda VFR. So this is going to be confusing, but I think I know what it is I need to do here. I just have to make sure that I am following wherever the arrow takes me. Thank God. I'm so glad that actually worked. I had to be really cautious there to make sure I was not going to miss where the arrows were pointing me towards, but fortunately, everything worked out. And I got the gold on my first try, which is good. So, let's now move on to our next test, which I think is the same again, but I don't know for sure. Unless we're doing the... oh, we're doing the slalom again. Okay. But this time, we are using the Honda CB1300 Super Bowl door. And this time, we are going to be moving a bit faster than we were before. So there's the description. So this is going to be interesting. I'm also pretty sure at some point we'll have to do this with a passenger on board as well. I'm pretty sure that's one of the tests we have to do at some point. And I fail, unsurprisingly. Yeah, it'll definitely help for us to have some RPM off the launch, since that's one thing I didn't do before. Okay, alright, I think we've got that this time. There we go! Alrighty. 16-1 in Test 4. That's cool. Okay, now we move on to the halfway test of the junior license. Which takes place at... oh, it's Fuji again. Ah yeah, I know this one. The one with the whole rider and a passenger on board thingy. And by this time we will be slower as a result, which means we're going to have to put in a bit more steer and throttle control in sooner than we did before. So, we have a passenger on board, Let's see if we can get this right. It'll also be pretty hard to see where the driving line is as well, because I have to deal with someone behind me, and I fail. Unsurprisingly. You know what? I basically just had to tell myself to just shut up and ride, and then right when I did ride, I actually got myself to the gold. And I improved on my time exponentially as a result. I just had to focus on the screen and not so much on anything else, and then in the end, I actually got it. And this time we were on the Honda CB1300 Boldor. Okay, anyway. That's another test down, and also another test I've now done with a Honda. I wonder what test is going to be next. Hopefully not another one with a Honda. Oh, we're using a Yamaha this time. The Yamaha FZR 400 through the S-Curbs of Suzuka Circuit. At least I can say, since I don't have a passenger behind me now, I can actually switch back to my normal view. Which, in all honesty, I would say I'm okay with. Because I have an idea of where it is I need to go now. And how far do I need to be? Okay. Well, I almost got the gold first try, but let's try and see if we can go a little faster, since I have got an idea of what it is I need to do now. Okay. I think we might have it this time. As long as I can stay up on the bike, we should be fine. Okay, I think we're there this time, and yes we are. As we improve by nearly 3/10, we got it done. Which is cool. And now, I think I'm going to save the replay here, because this is a good time now to save it. Also because, well, it technically is with... Oh. I could have just got rid of the rust and gone with 6, and that probably would have worked out for me. But yeah, we were riding a 1986 Yamaha FZR 400. Anyway, that's another test down. And now we are just 4 tests away from clinching our junior license. And then after that, I think I'll call it a day for day 1 of recording on Taurus Trophy. As this time we are now riding the Kawasaki Z1000 through 130R. And there's your description. Okay, let's go. And hope that we can manage to get this right. And right from the get-go, we fail. Well, I knew that was coming. I think we got it this time, and we do. Okay, we got it done this time at least. Alrighty, there we go. 10.8, baby. Alrighty. So that is now 7 tests down, and we still have 3 to go. Next up will be wherever next up is, because I have not played this game as frequently as I have GT4. And we're at Deep Forest Raceway this time for Test 8. And where the bike we are riding this time is the Kawasaki GPZ 900R. Let's see how we go this time. Okay. And we are running wide. Yep, we failed. Okay. Let's actually see how far we get this time. Huh. On my first completed attempt, I get the gold. That was actually pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. Because I basically had to focus on where the bike was positioned. And aside from that, there was also me needing to focus desperately on making sure that my bike was in the right position. But either way, there we go. Now we are just 2 lessons away from acquiring the junior license. As our next one takes place at Spoon Curve at Suzuka, and where we are riding a Ducati 999R. And here's your description, because I figured why not. Okay. Things are not going very well at the moment. Okay, let's try and see if we can gain half a second. Okay, let's see if I can do it this time. And I have. This time, at least. Okay, we've got it done. And now we just have one more test to go. Now we just have one more test to go in the junior license. And that will take place at Deep Forest Raceway with another 1 lap time trial. And by this time, we are riding the Moriwaki CBR 600RR. And we get a ton of other bits and pieces you might be interested to know. Basically, this is a tuned version of the Honda CBR RR, basically. And I should also mention, we do technically have a rather bumpy track surface, so we are going to have to be cautious here, but I think I know what to do here, so we'll see how we go. Okay, I'm 7/10 off, or thereabouts. Okay, we are doing good at the moment. Okay, I think I'm clear now. Yes! There we go. That's more like it. That's more like the run I was supposed to set. Thank God. I gotta say, that was not easy. That was probably one of the hardest tests I've done in this game so far, because of just how rough the track surface is on a bike. You really have got to take care on the bumps, because of just how many there are here. And I think I'm going to just check something for a moment, just to see that I have a replay saved. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's now head over to our next set of prizes, as we will get more riding gear, along with another bike. So, first and foremost, we get our junior license for passing the junior class. Now try to obtain the expert license. So, for all bronze, we get more riding gear, which is all this crap right here. And for all silver, we get even more riding gear, which is mostly helmets, but we also get a few overalls and other bits and bobs. And now, for all gold, we get more riding gear. It's just 2 helmets. Okay, anyways. On now to our bike, where we now get the Honda CB400 4. And we also get the optional exhaust upgrade as well, which we can choose to fit at any time if we really wanted to, but whatever. Point is, we have the Honda CB400 4 now in our garage. And that is now the junior license, done and dusted. And next up, we have the expert license. So there we go. 2 licenses obtained, and we still have another 2 to go. So, let's get a look at our new prize, the Honda CB404. Because why not? In light ruby red. And because it's a road bike, we have no numbers, but that's okay, because we have now got our second license. And next up will be the expert license, since that is the next logical step for us to take. Basically, I'm just going through the whole license school thingy, and then we'll just get on with everything else in the game, so I don't have to worry about any further changes, if you know what I mean. Anyway, the junior license is now ours. So, next time on Tourist Trophy, expert license.